So because Capital City hasn't been growing, because we still have to deliver goods, nothing has really changed here. There's really no point in me bringing up all the milestone windows, so why don't we just roll the intro and start working towards getting those goods into the right places. All right, the first thing that I wanted to mention is the fact that I removed the cabooses on these trains. The main reason is cabooses have a speed limit of 136 kilometers an hour, as you can see from here. And these trains, I think, can go much, much faster than that. Yeah, 200 kilometers an hour. That was slowing down all of the trains. Also, I noticed that it didn't have wagon removal when I upgraded all these trains. I don't change anything, but all of the trains are basically the same length now, so I'm not entirely sure what's up with that, but fear not, because I saw some comments in the previous video regarding this. It's all good. So in today's episode, I definitely wanted to continue this network and finally start delivering goods into Capital City. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that, but I think it should be a pretty easy connection here. Why don't we just get started? Because another thing that I wanted to do, if we really have the time, is start tweaking the style of these stations, because they look a bit too vanilla for me. So yeah, let's just keep everything in, keep all the trees hidden. What is this? This is just a dairy farm. Okay, fine. I think we're gonna need to start working on Capital City West, meaning we're gonna have a different terminal station. And let me think, because this is gonna be interesting. I don't think we can get goods from here, right? What's the closest? Oh, actually, there will be the closest thing. I think this store right here is the one that's gonna need. Yeah, this is what requires goods. So we could probably put the station over here. That might be a good place to do so. In fact, let's just get rid of this. This is going to be a terminal station. It's not going to be a railroad station. So basically, it's going to look exactly like this one, except it will be geared more towards cargo. And I think by flattening that out, did I just delete a lot of trees? These guys are probably hating me right now. Oh, we're still in good standing. Okay, not bad, not too bad. I'm gonna start with, you know what? Let's just go with the full 5x5 kind of style. I think it actually should be 5x6 in terms of station size. And let's just see if we can raw materials, fixtures. I think it will be processed goods what we actually want. So first, let's just get the right sizes. 5x6. That's what it is, right? Let me double check. Oh no, this is actually 4x6. Yeah, that makes way more sense. So let's just place it right here, perhaps. I think that will be good enough. And let's just make it pretty while we're at it. Why not? Let's get some buffers in place, just like so. So now we have 5 tiles of effective usage for these stations. And processed goods. Actually, let's go for facilities. I think I want to have maybe a row of these guys, and maybe even have, let's do one of this, like there, and maybe there. Can we get perhaps one of you there? That also works out. It's kind of industrial looking, but that's sort of the aesthetic that I'm going for here. Let's get maybe another couple of these over there, just for, you know, for visual variety. And we could potentially get a few of these forklifts in here. Oh, this one. You know what? That actually looks perfect. I kind of like it. Let's see, what else can we put in here? All of these would make more sense in the other station when you actually have goods waiting here, because they're going to be delivered. You're never going to see all of these props spawn up, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I think this is a good looking station just to begin with. Eventually, we're probably going to tweak things even further. Similarly to what I did here, I want double station entrance. So why don't we go ahead and do that real quick. In fact, how far off are we? We have plenty of space here to work with. And we only have to go one tile up in terms of elevation compared to this one. So that shouldn't be too bad. We can just, whoops, get rid of an entire mountain because we can. Let's see, I need to like copy this design. So we have 2 tiles coming out, and I think we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. And then all you need here is 7, and then it turns, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it turns into that, and it goes like that. And I think we can even do something like this as opposed to having a bridge, just so that it's, you know, visually interesting and different. We can have a little tunnel there. Let's connect it the right way, like that. And over here, I think these two will eventually merge with one another, as far as I know, right? Yes. So this is the exit path. Why don't we just go like that for a little while so that trains coming out of the tunnel can get up to speed and then eventually merge. In fact, if we're going to do that, we might as well just get rid of a bit more of these. I think at this point we'll have to turn no matter what. So let's see. Let's take it all the way straight. Perhaps even do that. Get a bridge concrete. That works out for me. I mean, I want to keep things as straight as possible just because I like what that looks like. And we can do it diagonally, something along these lines. So this will be the entrance to the station, which means that then we'll have to loop around and somehow connect to the other two, basically to this guy right here. So can we, what's the closest we can get to this, whatever farm this is? I think we need to basically terraform a little bit more. There we go, that works out. Perfect. Okay, so we can connect that over there, and we can just do that. And then we keep this. Actually, this will be perfect for a depot branch. Not entirely sure. I guess we could put this on a depot, except we can put the depot there. There we go. So that's a nice. I mean, it looks like a rail yard, which I really like. I'm not gonna lie. So let's get that over there. Maybe perhaps we can get another one of these sort of rail yard looking stations. And how far can we go? I guess from here it will be 4 tiles. So it will put us on this tile right here. So this is where the track coming back will take place. Let's see if we go like this and we bridge over. Let's go with that. That's a nice looking bridge. It looks nothing like the icon there, but it's okay. So that's properly connected, and over here we could do the same and perhaps put a depot right here. So do we have any? Yeah, we have 5 tiles here, 5 tiles there, 5 here, 5 there. With the signals, it's going to be shorter, but I think it would work fine. Eventually, we might have to tweak things as we get more trains running on this line. But for the most part, I think this is a decent run. Right now, this is just going to work for goods, but at some point in the near future, you know, for example, fruit will have to be delivered straight into Capital City, which is also accepted. What actually accepts fruit? Ooh, we're gonna need to fund an industry, most likely cider mill into Capital City, which honestly, it works out because we could get rid of this whole supply chain, put a cider mill on the outskirts of Capital City, and then move the alcohol from the cider mill from within Capital City. That way we don't have to source any external sort of material. So we can do all of that by truck, maybe even with the trams, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's continue working on this connection right here. Again, we'll have to do a lot of extra work once this is fully operational and running and all that good stuff. But yeah, here's our basic infrastructure. We should probably add another one of these depot lanes. Perhaps we can mirror this one just so that, you know, things look a little bit more symmetric. Not that that's necessary for everything, but you know, it helps sometimes. And I really wish that I could, there's some GRFs where you can get depots like this, like normal ones, and then you can cover them with a much larger one so that it looks like trains are coming in and then exit out of the other side, which would be more realistic than then making a 90-degree turn. I'm debating whether or not to get that GRF and add it to the collection and then somehow refit all of these so that they look like actual maintenance yards. I think that will be an interesting look, but that will be a problem for future Street Toaster. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do next? I'm just gonna go off camera for a second, add the signals. I don't think I need to show you that for the millionth time now, and then I'll be back in just a second. All right, so signals have been added, and I think it looks good. Once I start running the trains, I might spot, you know, potential mess ups, but for the time being, I think this works. So let's get some trains running up in here. Let's see, I forgot completely what trains we were running right on this line. I think I want to use the same ones. This one is called the AMD GP38-2. Let me pin this window here, also pin this one, and clear everything else. So new vehicles. Let's see, this is by engine. No, we want to sort by, I guess, no capacity. Wait, excuse me? Why are these the only ones that we can afford right now? What's going on here? Okay. This was built in 77. This makes no sense. Okay, this seems like a bug. All right, let me make a cut here and try to figure out what the crap is going on. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what happened, but what I did is I went into the console with the tilde key and just typed reset engines, and then they all magically appear, and I think they're accurate to this era. So I thought it was going to be one of those like show-stopping bugs, like the script that we're running before. I'm sure it had to do with the fact that I sort of messed around with the years when I switched saves to this one. Doesn't matter. Point is, we have trains now, and we can buy the same one, thankfully. In fact, I'm wondering if now we have better ones, because maybe when I bought these, this was also bugged. So let's take a look real quick. 112 kilometers an hour is sort of what I want, except maybe there's something that's cheaper. So sort maybe by running cost. Let's take a look at the -2. So here we are. This one is more expensive, but is faster, just can't push that much cargo, unfortunately. That's another thing that you need to look for. And these ones are cheaper, but they're a bit slower. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep with this one. Screw it. I think this one works. So cargo types, goods. And let's see which type of goods we can get. This is also sorted by running costs. So 270 a year and 1,000 per year. So, oh, but this one, we need less of these, right? 270, I mean, this better be significantly higher. Let's take a look at that. That's a tiny train for $1,000. I guess we could have gotten a lot of these. Let's just try this tiny train, see what happens. We can get a whole bunch of these. So first of all, you're gonna be goods, right? Are you goods by default? I think that's the case. Let's just double check because it won't let me refit it. Capacities, yeah, goods. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's close that. So you're gonna go do a full load here. And you're gonna go here and, well, basically unload. And we're gonna put you in a group. So this will be freight capital goods. And we're gonna bring this here. And now we're just gonna hold control and clone the trains, I don't know, maybe 4 times. And start them off and see what happens. Also, this ship keeps losing money, but I think it will be okay. I think it will be fine. All right, so trains are coming in. Hopefully it will pick up enough. Let's see what happens. So this one is the first one to get there. It's gonna start loading in a minute, I hope. We can close all of these windows, we no longer need them. This train has been losing money. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. This year's been doing good, but I guess last year didn't do super hot. When did we buy it? 7 years ago. You know what? I mean, this is just going to be a thing. We're going to be losing a ton of money on these trains for a while. But I just want to make sure... Here, let's speed things up. I want to make sure that these guys start loading. And this starts working. So now you should be loading. Come on, anything at all? All right, something's wrong here. Let's see. Why are you not loading goods? You should be producing goods. Why is this train not loading goods? Again, 150 crates of goods. These two stations are connected, right? They're not. That's why. Dang it. Okay, you fellas are gonna go into the depot, all 4 of you. We can also get rid of this. I'm sure many of you are like yelling at the screen. Also because I have like station names turned off. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't even notice. Also, this is a great opportunity to actually get the right type of station here. So let's put it like this. And this is gonna be a 5x4 in this orientation. Actually, it's gonna be a 4x5. There we go, that's what I wanted. So holding control, now it's part of Capital City Woods. We can launch all of these trains again. And in the meantime, let's just tweak this station a bit so that it looks a little bit nicer. So, fixtures. I guess we can have like a couple of these fancy cranes. That might be a little bit too extreme. Maybe like that. And let's just go, actually, those fixtures might be interesting. If we do like 5x1 on this side and on this side. The water tower, we can keep the water tower in this end, and let's just go for facilities. See if we can come up with some interesting facilities to put right next to it, like that. And perhaps something like this. And I mean, that's pretty straightforward station. I like it. It's not too complex. I wanted to go over with station tiles over these 2 tracks, except I would have to make all these trains go non-stop so that they wouldn't stop at the same station twice. I think that could be a thing, but just for aesthetics, I feel like that will complicate things way more than they need to be. Let's take a look at these trains. Are they coming back? They seem to be coming back. Yeah, there we go. Here's the first train coming back, so hopefully it will load. In the meantime, let's take this opportunity to also fix the aesthetics of Capital City Woods, and we are going to extend it all the way to here, because why not? In fact, we could do something like this. And because we have that, we can now go in, not facilities, but fixtures. So I think that train actually loaded. I'm not entirely. I think it maybe had orders from before. Not entirely sure what's going on, but we can have that going there. And then we can do something like this, for example. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. These will have to be definitely connected to that and to that. There we go. So now it's still one big station. We could add a few more fences on this side, and right here we could just go all the way like so. And let's get some raw materials, not raw materials, processed goods is what we're looking for. So this will be a 4x4. Just like that. Let's get, you know, out of these fixtures, maybe perhaps these fellas like that, and these like this. We can get another one of these water towers, perhaps right there. And let's go for facilities. Let's get these bridges that sort of span across. There's a train in the way, so I can't do it, but I can do it now. Let's connect it to that station. Actually, you know what? Let's connect it to this one, and then grab another water tank and put it right here. And you know what? That's like pretty simple. I don't think we should add anything else. Let's see, anything like tiny that we could potentially add that would look good. Not entirely sure. Something like that. No. That would just block our road. I think that will be good. Let's get some extra tiles in here. So we could fence that out, and I do want to have some of these like container yard thingies. Maybe these ones. Perhaps that one over there. That's actually like moving and stuff. Get that one there, and perhaps one of these guys over there. Actually, let's do that, and maybe get. I don't want them to be like super close to one another. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. But I mean, I kind of like that. Let's see if we can get another one of these. The one that crosses the road. I can never tell which one it is. But if we go there, and then we go like that, and then we just grab a regular road, like so, and then just simply get another one of these. But hopefully one looking the right way. There we go. So now the two stations are like pretty integrated with one another, which is sort of what I was aiming for. These two, I don't think we need these two. Fantastic. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm happy. So this will, let's just rename this Capital City Goods Hub. Great. What about this one? Vienna Heights. This will be Vienna Steel Hub. There we go. We got some planes. Train 58 has a void order. All right, let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, of course you do. No wonder this wasn't working. Now it does. So this train apparently did get some loaded, maybe just in time. It picked up 136 crates of goods, probably because it didn't have the full load order. But yeah, things are looking good. Let's just, well, we'll add it. Why don't we make this station pretty too? So let's just go in here. See if we can get like a much nicer station. This is imports, so. Well, first of all, I think it's easier if you just like get the full length of this station just looking plain. It's just easier to detail things, I feel like. I do want these trains to like stop being here, hopefully, perhaps. How much money are these trains making? 22,000, okay. It's not terrible, but also not necessarily amazing. Raw materials, you're gonna have to, this is for farming, so maybe not. Train loading, shoot. I know there's one that has like, there's one of these that has like a almost like a trapdoor at the bottom. Is it this one? No. I mean, this is the right kind, but what about, oh, this one. This is what I'm looking for. This has like a whole thing. Security, which one is steel mill? Ooh, we need this one for that. But for raw materials, I think, yeah, this one is the one I'm looking for. So number tracks 4, platform length 4. Let's do 3 perhaps, like right in the middle. That will give us enough variety. And once we have that, we can put down a few random bits and pieces. Maybe one of these. Actually, this crane doesn't make sense for here, but maybe this one does. Like, what if we just put that one there and there? Seems a little bit extreme, but let's just maybe get that there. And oh, there's so many trains waiting, I can't plop them over them. This train is like a little bit, the crane is a little bit too much, but let's do that instead. And let's just get like a regular tiny thing there, perhaps. Also, I really didn't want two of these guys there. Let's go back. 1 track, 2 platform length. I guess there's really no other choice. There's like a ramp that's coming up there that I don't know exactly what's happening. Maybe I think it needs like 3 platform length and 2 tracks going in this direction. Is that how it should work? Let's go 5, see what happens. I'm all over the place with, yeah, okay, so it wanted that. You know what, that actually is a pretty good station, as is. So let's do that, and then we can get the steel mill station plopped in here, which is a little extreme. Can I get like something less than that, perhaps? Let's do 2 by 1, and then go back to this one and see if we can get a smaller one. Maybe a 3 tile station. No, this is 3 tracks. I always get it in reverse. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. Okay, so with that in place, we can get the end for these 2 and the entrance on the other side for those 2. Hopefully these 2 trains, actually, you know what, just so that we can get styling on these 2 tracks, let's just wait for trains to load and maybe go on their way and take the other 2 tracks. That might be easier for us. In the meantime, let's just get a road going across here. Perhaps something like that. There we go. You're gonna be going your way. There we go. Going back to the stations. Let's see what else we can play with. Steel. I think it's processed goods. This looks like steel. Yeah, it totally does. So let's just hold control here, add a few of these guys. A few more of those. Let's get some of those tiny little forklifts and facilities. We could just add. Oh, I really wish that I could just go over that road. Actually, is there one? Like a little bridge with the road sort of going under? That doesn't seem to be the case, but I could just do this, perhaps. Get like a thing like that, or even better, something like that, so that way things match. And that's it. I can't really go over the road over here, because I think it's gonna, trains coming out are gonna recognize the station there, and it's just gonna cause issues. But I think that works. We can get a tank going in here. Let's get, I wanted like some of the fences. I think it's under fixtures. In fact, we could just get rid of some of these roads and get like the nice roads. Kind of like that. And then we can just fence everything out. Perhaps get like some kind of tank there or something. I don't know. Actually, that works. Let's get some extra raw materials like that. And finally, let's get a couple more fences, and then we'll be done. And oh, and we still have to do these two. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's grab this, make it plain. This is 3 by 2. Boom, done. While we're at it, why don't we do that, which also looks great. And let's get a water tower perhaps here. Get that there and go to facilities and perhaps get like a tiny little checkpoint sort of post there. These things don't really mean anything, in case you were wondering. It's just to make things look a little pretty. I mean, something like that could also work. And then we can have our tiny maintenance office there. And voila, that's our brand new station. I think that looks pretty epic. It actually looks great. I love it. Okay, so I think I'm probably gonna tweak the other ore stations off camera. I kind of did one already. It's pretty simple stuff, or really nothing too crazy. But things seem to be mostly working. Let's go back to Capital City for a second here and see what's up. How much of goods are we delivering? It's what I would like to know. Right now we delivered, ooh. We're barely there. That's amazing. So we definitely have to get a few more trains on this whole supply chain so that things work out. But I think, like I said, I'm going to tackle that in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, I would like to ask you to consider giving this video a like. And if you're new to the channel and haven't already, make sure to subscribe as well. I don't know why you would be new to the channel at this stage in the series without subscribing, but I guess that could be a thing. Who knows? Let's just, ooh, more road vehicles that are getting all. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.